is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
What now? Hey, 734.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, 734. Later one. Express. Right feet. Express. Kill. 808. 93.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Chris Olave. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Chris Olave with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You look at the Saints defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep to return is Lynn Bowden. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Carr now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Carr, he wants to change up the look here.
Hey, 734.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Groupie for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
2nd and 7.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Done!
That's out wide for Palmer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 5.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That is caught. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
What's up?
Play fake. Mayfield. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Run. What's up?
They'll go up the middle with White. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
On gain of 5, it's 4th down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Express. Kill. Later one.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
46-yard
White. 808. 93.
Here's Carr to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Saints. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 21-0.
21. Buccaneers, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start the drive with White. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation at a 4th down.
Bowden now to return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
What now?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
93. 9.
Carr now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Done.
Mayfield on play action. This one taken in by Otten. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
brings up 3rd and 10.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Baker changing the play at the line. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it's a fumble. One of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now!
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave him some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a give up the middle. This is White. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
Back at the 44-yard line.
Mayfield now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Done.
On third down, a run from White. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught them off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A loss of 1.
Mayfield looks to throw. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11.
It's 4th down.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
29. 29. What's it on?
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. To the sideline and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Saints.
Now Carr. Completes it to Perry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Carr able to locate his running back, Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st down, New Orleans.
29. Hey, Raider 2. Yes, sir.
Again, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
637. Hey, 734. Express. Express. Later one. Express.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And it's caught. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. In motion left, the tight end. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The point after, good by grouping. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Buccaneers, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Mayfield. A short one there, caught by Likely. Into space at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! God.
1st down, here's White. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Now back to the ground game with White, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bucs on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. To throw, Mayfield. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And his kick is indeed good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now Carr changing the formation.
Hey, 734.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. He gets it left side to Johnson. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
93. 734. 618.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
What now?
First down, New Orleans.
93. 93. Express. Raider 9. What's up?
Carr going to look to throw. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown. touchdown as they just add to their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they win.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Without much defensive resistance on that drive, and really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the... Now White lost the football, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.